Hello, we are back. Here's 5.2. Werewolf Lore, Big D's and Kins. Wow, this one is so big of a title that I actually have to... Unveiling of the Guru. 2 hours and 20 minutes. This is a big one. A little late at night, so... I know some reactors will split things in parts. If this comes down to it, I might actually have to do that myself. Though, if I do, I'll just sew them together. I'll just sew them together. So, you guys won't really get that big of a hit. Let's just get it started. Oof. So I have finished up my streaming of Castlevania this year. Remnant of Innocence. Not the best game of the series, to be honest. So it had some cool shit.
After rising from my evening siesta. Arcanists, we have reason to believe there's an infiltrator in the chapter house. A ghoul. I said follow my lead! What are we supposed to prepare?
The soundtrack they use for this is really good. For atmospheric reasons, I mean.
And if an old man lends you an ear, Simon, like scrubbing a bathroom floor, you do it one tile at a time, lad.
I don't get is why anyone
Oh, right. That's what he said to the guy when he died.
You'd be surprised. He made many enemies. Vaticu's family was amongst the most skilled hunters in England.
shut the mistakes right from the start.
This was never a vampire!
Yeah, it legitimately looked like the Guru pancaked their heads there when I watched it. That has... Actually, you know what? That's the same color. That looks a similar color text as the mysterious guy from last episode. This might be just a werewolf mercenary that was working for them.
Come on!
Honestly, bro, if you could somehow get a werewolf mercenary to work for you as an infiltration spy, it's brilliant. They would never suspect that, even if they found out you were infiltrated by vampires.
No.
They'd be looking for vampires and ghouls.
Yes. Fill the pressure washer with colloidal silver. Yes, it's holy water in the tank. Just pour it out. It's past its expiration date. Yes. Love you, son. See you soon. Soup.
That looks like water with soap in it, not soup.
Ipswich ham. Son-in-law, find anything?
No! Nothing!
Shall we join the others?
Not yet.
How much longer then?
Not yet! I feel like I'm about to fall into space and die.
The stress gremlins conquer your heart. I could not relate more. I feel like I could
Stress gremlins is certainly a wording for that, but
float down a drain pipe. But that will not help Marcus, will it?
I need to find something. I need to find anything. I need to find
He
him.
can't. Not yet.
It's all a
It really is good just to hear these characters, these voices that they use for.
Soup won't help
I
matters.
need to know more.
I think that was
How we can
Soup.
find him. I keep trying to replay things in my head, think of stuff I might have missed, but it's
These
also
voices that sound so similar to the characters they played in 40K that are similar,
Delirium. The effect
but in a way that you could never hear them because of who the characters
fantastic.
they based on were.
I can throw fucking psychomancy to the pile of bloody.
Calm yourself, son-in-law.
So you must know something.
Son-in-law, take a breath.
I can breathe when Marcus is back. Tell me what you know.
I know the werewolf wanted the data. It took Marcus as a hostage, likely because it still wants the data.
Why would it even want the data? Who's hunting bloody werewolves in Norfolk?
That is the confusing part.
If the data destroyed, there's no way of knowing.
Well, does the wolf know it was
They
destroyed?
were looking for something to do with Shull,
Given it was shot
with
out of
Shuck,
the very claw.
which you know about.
Expecting to get out of a hostage. It should know he doesn't know anything.
Our investigation is why its cover was blown. From its perspective, the assumption that we know something is not unreasonable.
Know what, though? Does it want details on some particular hunter?
Whatever the wolf wanted out of that data, it is not getting out of Marcus. Nor us. Nor the Arcanum.
Yeah, I honestly don't know how often
realize we
hunters
don't
even
have
deal with
that info.
werewolves, because, like, again, nigh unstoppable killing machine.
We have to rescue
Vampires
Marcus.
can be dealt with, but I think they're the one of the monsters that are much
We
harder to deal
will,
with.
son-in-law. But this is a foe you cannot fight with boldness and strength alone. Right now, we must prepare. And we must await the detestable coalition so we can pry whatever aid we can from their bureaucratic jaw.
But there's got to be something more you can share.
I have traversed this world from the peaks of the Urgius to the dark depths of Newark, New Jersey. I have hunted every quarry you can name that dwells upon this earth. Yet even I cannot claim to understand this world in totality. I have merely experienced it.
Don't mince words. What are you getting at, D?
Well, whilst publishing within the Arcanum, my primary field was vampiric under-societies. Sure, a dalliance on the hunting habits of the cockatrice there. How best to navigate the Davis Strait without falling into the Ganoonaganap. My point is, with regards to werewolves, my knowledge is dramatically more limited. I have what I can glean from my travels, and word of mouth from those who know better. And so it is a shame
I appreciate that this
that was Lord Vernon
reveal that
Fetter's
he's
brain
actually a lot more
lost.
limited in his knowledge and capability than he's been seeming for a while there.
But I don't want to wait. I need to do something now. There has to be more that you know.
Son-in-law, unless you believe my scattershot understanding of sapphic Hellenist dog women wolf warriors upon the Isle of Lesbos could be of use in our current situation, now my
What?
information runs exceedingly dry.
Man, I know plenty of people who found that information fascinating.
The meter's end coming to know one final wolf.
That is likely the very reason why he got. Perhaps he was onto her. Or maybe she had plans to kill him from the beginning, given his ancestry is marred in lichen blood.
How is an ancestry of werewolf killers even possible? Those things seem bloody unstoppable.
Alas, that secret has gone to the grave with him, alongside his perfectly creviced, knowledge-soaked think pan. Fortunately, long ago, mankind catalyzed an invention that could lend us some of his knowledge, even now.
Really?
Yes! Books!
Oh. I thought... Whatever.
Finding the correct ones in these ruins. Books litter the place like leaves across the mighty Pando's forest floor.
Hi, hello.
Amanda, How are Grimmel and the others doing?
Grimmel is stable. The rest looked bad. Shot full of bathroom wall. And Git's hand, yeah.
Damn it.
You done with the food? I need to wash the dishes.
Certainly.
None of you finished it?
Is this soup cilantro, coriander, monoisopropanolamine based?
No. It's not. It's not supposed to be soup.
No MSG then, as I suspected. Oh.
I was right. It's not soup, it was soapy water.
Cheese.
Oh.
Sir.
A moment.
His mom's like, yo, that does look like
I'm
cheese.
making soap soup and cleaning tables with Gargo's patented cheese sauce.
Reality is not what it once was.
Okay, so yeah, that's not his entirely his fault.
Was it?
Sir.
That is a name, and I guess it's mine.
You were acquainted with the one known as Matilda, yes?
We were friends. I thought. But then she did what she did, and I feel like shit for what she did to you. I feel culpable.
I don't think
Why don't
Dee's
you
blaming
join
you.
us for a while?
Sir.
Oh, sure. Anything to not be alone with the constant death anxiety.
A common state of mind. For a beginner.
Beginner? Are there advanced states of death anxiety?
Far more than you currently fathom.
Amanda, are you sure that you don't want to go home? You really shouldn't stay.
Aha, go home. After that nightmare?
Yeah, it's not easy to go home after something like that.
Really don't want to be alone right now.
No, goodness gracious.
Yeah, been there
I
before
understand.
yourself, haven't it?
Please, just help out as best you can.
Thank you.
Sometimes you just need to feel useful.
We're looking for books written by Fatigue. And, Miss Bergerot, you get to look off in that corner.
Yes, I'll do my best, sir.
Oi! What's all this? Where are the flies coming from?
Yeah, okay.
There's a lot of flies in here. In December?
Odd.
Sorry.
That is weird.
This place has got a fly problem. Usually in the summertime.
They must have been awoken by that pungent 99p cheese. Much like Marky so often is.
Oh, God. I get that.
Steady there, recruit! You knocked down our entire cheese reserve!
God. Oh no, I knocked out the bucket. It's all over the carpet. Oh, of course.
Wait.
No deed goes unpunished.
Look at the cheese!
Sir, we don't have time for cheese gazing. What the?
What?
The cheese.
What the fuck?
The grease balls.
They're pointing?
Oh God, what is going on?
That is.
Perfectly shaped cheese arrow.
That is
Coincidence
fucking
does not
weird.
exist this night. And see where the arrow points.
God,
It's pointing towards the wall?
maybe a hollow wall? Those exist here and there. But, I mean, why would the cheese do that? Like why?
I'll check. It is hollow.
Come on. Vampires, werewolves, cheese arrows.
A brave new world.
Yeah, weird shit. Especially with that last
Greatness
one.
must be your way.
I do not
Cheese arrow.
like I am in the real world.
Miss Bergamot, that you aren't in a cheese-induced psychosis speaks to your potential.
Do you know how to open this, Amanda?
Oh, I've got no clue about anything, honestly.
Do not fear, for I know. Let me reveal to you its mechanism.
He's gonna break the law. Yeah, what a shock.
Fuck. Whatever, I don't care. I'll check inside.
Which normally he would, but not right now. It worked.
Boxes.
It's all that's important.
Books? Books! Come on, get your fuck over here. Oh, come on! All of them have nondescript labels! Fuck!
I recognize this one.
What?
Yep, probably found his little hiding hole then.
Mine.
What?
No?
What is it?
It's
You're supposed to destroy these.
Easy, son-in-law. It won't help us here.
A research compilation on the Norfolk tunnels.
Now you know how I discovered Kevin's pack. But it's just a sandwich thesis. And it's certainly no botany.
What the fuck?
Everyone, your desperation has summoned me. I'm here to help.
Not now, Togo! Get the fuck out!
do I kill you?
Fuck
I
off!
banish you back to the
Jesus,
society.
Togo! Fuck!
What the fuck was that?
Why would they take that in specific?
I don't know. But I'll be taking
That is.
What does that stamp say?
Continental. Sorry, confidential.
Its classification is signed off by Occam and Remold, only to be read by those with elder access except...
Special access privilege for representatives of the Newberg Group G. Contoret, Grandad Foodstuff Ltd, and the Society of St. Leopold. This is a coalition stash!
So, its info's deemed valuable enough to be classified under coalition ordinance? There's gotta be something in here!
And coincidentally, it also contains apparently some of his research. Probably a bunch of his research that they thought would, you know, useful to actually get rid of, but they didn't want it infesting the actual,
Guys who make garbage shit?
I genuinely
stuff.
have no idea why they would be involved.
This is Gargo's cheese. Did the cheese know?
Worry
God, that's
not,
weird.
Child. Cheese is generally non-sentient.
What the hell? I wrote this! They kept something I wrote too!
What is it, son-in-law?
A treatise. It's focused on the Black Shuck and similar local legends.
There we go.
Yes, you told me of the Black Shuck. That being stored here has ominous connotations. Better you take that too.
And Black Shuck was something wolf related,
No.
possibly.
It's a scan. And... does it ever bloody end?
What?
They've blacked out everything I wrote on the White Shuck.
White Shuck.
White Shuck.
It's a related local legend, just like... just kind of an uninspired knockoff of the Black Shuck as far as I knew, but... I don't know, whatever, irrelevant. I found something else.
Not irrelevant. Very relevant.
Lycan! This is something!
Lycan is werewolf, yeah?
Yeah,
It has the same classified stamp, but look. It's only signed off by Occam and Fatigue.
Fatigue must have been involved. This is it! We'll crack it open!
Do ghosts exist as well, guys?
Yes, and what you're thinking could be true. Fatigue might
Yeah,
be
exactly. It was
just-
It might have been Fatigue's ghost.
Oh boy. I'm so sorry, man. You were too good. You were too good.
This is indeed it! Fatigue's collated work on lycanthropy!
There is also this phonograph. And see here.
Are those vinyls?
Even older.
If Fatigue's really out to help us here, let's let him.
Agreed. I'll start it up.
Here we go. So,
Biomass Sage. Good shit.
as I hopefully told you when we interred these old things, I should no longer be with you as you're listening to this. So
Oh.
if you're hearing me yammer on while I'm sitting right as rain in the
Yeah,
other room,
yeah, it's definitely his
I'll
ghost
ask you
then.
rather shift off and grab me a cuppa, young mister.
Or specifically for if he died and they need his knowledge and he's not around.
It falls as it should be. Bit, interesting recording on one of these things again. Did it for a bit of, consistency, I suppose. Rest of these records will be from my youth. Captured doing some field work. Field work on the wolves, as you might figure. The story from the Philippines with your granddad, my father,
I think I'm pretty sure it was spoiled about the fight shock being a thing that it was not mentioned previously.
both for posterity and
That's what I get for reading the comments.
as
Oops.
an explanation for you, Chancellor. Best Chancellor this house has ever had, and don't you doubt it. I know your granddad told you some
Then maybe it
things
was mentioned, I mean, just don't remember it.
took up his mantle and
Or
all,
I just don't remember it.
about my family and about the Lycans. Maybe those things complicated our friendship a bit. But he did not tell you the full story. And... God, here it comes. Arkham, dear lad, I have lied to you. And so have I lied to your granddad before you. After listening to all of these records in order, well...
We're gonna be listening to his records, that's why it's 2 hours.
Nor will these records proceed to excuse anything. For 50
What?
years I have betrayed the Arcanum, and lying to you has been the hardest part. This is the final act of my penance. The last tile what needs cleaning. It will no doubt upset you, and I ask for no forgiveness. I just ask for understanding. You, of anyone who might listen to this, I believe will.
How did he betray them?
Should we be listening to these?
Not only should we, but we must. A hunter's path is not paved by respect for privacy.
Ghost Fatigue. Please, please, do not curse.
Damnation, Amanda! You failed to heed the lesson that esteemed musical philosopher Ray Erskine Parker Jr. taught a generation. Repeat after me! I ain't afraid of no ghost!
I ain't afraid of no ghost.
Louder!
I ain't afraid of no ghost.
Excellent! We'll have to work more on your projection.
All right, quiet. I'm going to put in the first record of the bunch now. It's labeled Expedition Beginnings.
So how is he betraying the Arcanum?
Alright, here we go. Good day to you of the radio audience. I come to you from the jungle mountains of the Philippines.
Not the version of him I was expecting. Definitely before he became part of the Arcanum.
The Tagaminhan Mountains, sir.
The Tagaminhan Mountains.
Of course.
It is February 13th, 1921. Speaking is Wernan Fatigue, proudly representing the Fatigue Arcanum Scientific Expedition. With me, I have, would you introduce yourself, dear?
Of course, sir. I am Makupo. Good day.
Quite so. For a bit of the old normalcy, we just like to call her Mrs. Mark. Like the biblical figure, but female. And from the Orient. Haha.
Of course, sir.
Mrs. Mark is our guide out here in the rugged rocks of the mountain jungle.
bit of
This too is my Lord Father and head of
a
the expedition. I tell you, boy, that devil's machine rots your brain. Nowhere in King James's Bible does it say voices were to be captured like such. I say, Lord Father, this is a clean Protestant invention. Now, please.
rots your brain, of course it does.
If you so wish.
Yeah, that basically summed it up. Like, for God's sake, thanks, man. Their records of Greek philosophers complaining about right thing corrupting the youth. Right thing.
We come with shovel in one hand, Bible in the other, and sword clenched firmly in our mouths. We explore and we conquer this uncharted land in Emperor George's blessed name. Damned be the insurrectionists, the Spaniards, and the tribesmen who would get in our way. A marvel you are, Lord Father. The Fatigue Arcanum scientific expedition shall explore the storm-laden mountains of what was this province's name again?
Barotac Viejo, sir.
Barotac Viejo, yes. For here, mystery and intrigue is afoot. Mrs. Mark, our guide, a poor mother from the local community, faced a startling reality only a few months ago. Would you please tell our audience of your plight?
Of course, sir. My daughter was taken.
And what might have become of her?
She was taken by a monster.
A monster. Do you hear, folks?
Dog. But with slouching skin. And a man's hands vanished without a trace. First there and then gone.
I mean, given what we've seen, that's actually possible. Teleportation, but I mean, from what I know, it sounds like, you know, either they've been killing it for some reason, another, like, I don't know, maybe possessed, maybe not. Or, as shown here, maybe just because it was some girl was all they needed to do to save Gaia.
That our work will prevent any more tragic vanishings. Learn in my lad. Let yourself not underestimate the mountains, nor the lichen's demonic humour's disease. The depths of their evil can scarcely be understood. The knowledge you might instead come across, my son, is an understanding of your own change as you go from boy to so much more. Yes. I am keen to explore what this adventure offers. Wildlife strange, incline steep, tribes savage, lycanthrope savager. This might end up rougher than the territory purchasing Greenland. At least Greenland was flat. You were not there for that one, but let me tell you, I whipped it out of...
That's a new guy?
Gunfire ongoing. What's going on? Pascal! Oh, your brother's shame would equal the hatred that Jesus Christ holds over your cowardice. Oh no, the jungle folk attacking us. The jungle folk don't have bloody guns, Claude.
Okay, it's just a guy in part of the
The ghouls don't have bloody guns, Claude. God! Goomba! Just your lads getting rowdy. Such weak gun shootings? Not my lads. Lord Father, am I Lord of...
Okay, yeah, there's a lot more people involved in this than I thought there would be.
So for your family. I will allow you some comfort. These insurrectionists are poor, barely armed, driven out into the fringes by the Americans, no doubt. And unlike Goomba and the other Leopoldites, they don't have... That was all lads. They got us well.
Monsieur Fatigu, Warzone is no place for an arcanist.
Pascal, you descend from the stock of Vercingetorix. Do not shame your family name with this weak mewling. Be more like your brother back home. Be more like my word. Your Arcanum syllabus was meant to be broken by the likes of its leadership. Prey animal that you so resemble, perhaps the lamb should concern itself more for the wolf in the bushes.
Right here, right now.
On this jungle safari, are you a predator or prey? You must decide here and now, my boy. Right here and now. You're a medium, are you not, Pascal? Use your gifts. Taste the air.
Oh, very well. Oh, she's on my front.
You taste it, do you not?
I taste le maïs, the corn taste. No, not corn, bones. Bones?
Aha!
Bones.
Not a complete failure after all, Pascal. Yes, bones. Favorite treat of hound and wolf alike.
Do Garl like chewing on bones? I mean, I imagine so, but I just don't know.
Yes, Lord Father.
Unlike D here, most of my knowledge is vampire related.
The Oculus Empyrean. Right away.
Oh, right. That's the thing Marcus used.
Empyrean.
You know it?
Yeah, Marcus went looking for it in the archives. While we went for the guns.
What?
I don't know if he found it.
We'll talk more on that later. For now, though, the guide.
A werewolf took her child.
I mean, it
away.
did help. He found the event.
Read the details. Before we put
He might
the next
have it
one,
on him.
let me check the book right quick.
As wise as ever.
It's a bit hard to pass. It's written by an academic for other academics. Not exactly a trade book.
Well, we too are scholars. Are we not, son-in-law?
Are you going with a more democratized, unemployed definition of scholar?
You know I don't define words. I just say them. Now, let us decipher these
I mean,
articles into
you
plain
do
language.
write research
You
papers
choose the
and shit,
language,
so that's.
and I'll choose the syntax.
Right.
So you're probably
Just
more
check
qualified for that than you're giving yourself credit for, especially you.
What are you checking for?
Basic methodology. Where is it? I don't want a full word right now. Oh, there. Basics of how lycanthropy is researched. The Fatigues dabbled in ancient and contemporary archaeology. Quite a lot. Nothing a singular scholar can cover. The field is too broad. Anthropology, archaeology, critical historiography, language.
What?
You know how it goes.
No, not really.
The research of werewolves in particular is
Yeah.
unique in that it demands
She's the only one here who doesn't have qualification to call himself a scholar in some way.
respect for the land, respect for territory, and given the opportunity, making deals with the werewolves are required to learn of their ways? Fucking hell, what?
A very risky and dangerous thing, that.
Oh, you'll not have to convince me. Otherwise,
I mean, that's probably
get the
is
impression
absolutely
the
useful.
Elder has a particular respect for the land here.
We have tarried long enough. Let us reverse the record and behold what is on the other side. Yep.
All right. So it's about... it's late at night on the expedition. Pascal, the old chap, wants me to try something.
This is an ancient Sanskrit remedy. It is called Amarwal. Here, I made some for you.
Right. Quite pungent, this liquid.
Don't smell it. Don't smell it. Just drink it in one gulp.
Righto. Bottoms up.
Sounds like he's being punks.
That's piss, you froggish bastard!
You have been tricked by the great Pascal. It's so good for you. No.
How did I just... Yeah, of course it was fucking...
Is this what the youth were doing before video games?
Who's this Pascal? This guy?
Remmel's father, believe it or not. Clearly he was substantially less rigid in his youth. I certainly don't.
That's
know its
Rimmond's dad?
Obsessive
Holy shit.
compulsive symptoms.
Boys will be lads, I suppose. Anyway, come now. We must sample the next record. Resinula. This one is labeled Finding One. The Warriors. Or maybe Finding I. We'll find out when it comes to fighting.
Dearest audience, we report to you at the scene of what we in the Fatigue Arcanum scientific expedition believe to be the discovery of the decade in the field of lycanthropic studies.
You overstate, Fernando.
Oh, fie, Pascal. Unbeliever you. At any rate, we have found clear signs of lichen habitation. For one,
Alright,
log the following.
I have a feeling this guy might have ended
We
up
have
killed.
discovered distinct trails from a naturally large wolf.
Or sold to sold out to the werewolves in
Animals
some
are
way.
native to these lands. Primarily, tracks spanning highly sophisticated trails around the mountain. In addition, one area stuck out as being unnaturally vandalized. The jungle floor rid with circles of paw prints and patterns that look almost ritualistic. A duel for dominance, or territory perhaps. Violence as ritual seems nevertheless an important part of their culture.
I'm just reminded of how a lot of anthropological studies and
We could not translate them.
as well as archaeological studies and so on and so forth. Generally, you have ritualistic as a code word for we don't fucking know.
Savage hieroglyphs have been painted by hand, or likely even by claw. Now,
That is...
my friend, Pascal Beaupois,
Yes.
joins me as a representative of the Arcanum's Filipino colony.
Yes,
The Arcanum's Filipino colony. Pascal is originally from the Kingdom of Belgium, and is next in line to be Chancellor for the Great Yarmouth Arcanum Chapter House.
Yes. Yes, that...
Yeah.
Pascal here is also a medium, with the evolved sense of taste that he has, that makes him able to perceive the tang of the supernatural. Medium? Medium wit, more like. Oh, that's a good one, isn't it, Pascal? Pascal, you licked one of these here rocks.
Well...
Could you tell us what that was like?
Why, yes, I did, and the hieroglyphs, they were acrid, needling, like too much pineapple. The test bites back, so to say. These are fighters, or warriors,
A warrior culture, then.
without doubt.
Fascinating. Word, and it was you that found these trails, no? Well, with a bit of help from the Oculus. The soul submerged in the melancholic chaos. They hide in their suffering, yet they cannot hide from the eye of God.
Excuse me, sir. We must keep moving.
You heard the Philippines? Oh, no, you people prefer Philippinite, yes?
Actually, sir.
No matter. Back it up, everyone! Adventure!
Just everything to do with this period is awful.
Hold on, let me check the book again.
Especially with Belgium's colony. Oh my god.
What's
Like, everything was bad, but what I've
Canis?
learned is,
Humoral theory.
There's talk of lycanthropy as pathology from the Middle Ages into the Renaissance. Nonsense. Lycanthropy in particular is said to manifest in those with a melancholic imbalance in their humors.
okay, so that's just
It
straight
was
up
their
wrong.
ways of explaining, or in many
Even I know
cases
that much.
vilifying, certain mental conditions.
What?
They were many times viewed and treated in a fashion similar to witches. Seems even into the 1900s, this still carried some weight for the likes of the Fatigues.
And could it have any truth to it?
Let's check. I broke out my old humor extractor.
Yeah, probably not. I found what I was looking for, by the way. Warriors of Gaia, basics of Guru culture.
Yeah, it's
What
a,
does he mean, Guru?
at least somewhat of a genetic thing, for I understand.
Themselves. Traditionally, they are known as Garu.
Loup Garou, or Loup-garou, is French for werewolf. What, are the werewolves French?
Does the book say they are?
No.
Then non, Bouffeston. As far as I'm aware, werewolves have no special connection to France. But for reasons unknown to me,
But are, you
that
know,
is the name traditional werewolf culture has
European,
given to
at
these
least.
fearsome warriors of Gaia.
Because, like, the Americans had their own variants,
In Greek
and
mythology,
they have to
Gaia
wipe them
is
out.
the primordial mother figure and avatar of the earth itself. What? Are werewolves Hellenists?
Bofiston! You'll not find many Elder Guru paying homage to Zeus, Mars, or the sacred Vestal Flames. Gaia, however, yes, they do indeed worship her, as do many others. You see, Gaia is the name given to the conceptualization of a world spirit in much of the West. But the concept is in no way unique to the Greek pantheon. What we call Gaia here has many names in many different cultures. In either case, these faiths are mostly animist in nature, with everything. And I mean everything having a spirit.
And is that true?
Everything has a ghost.
This book, your cap, the concept of communication, the number 34, and great Yarmouth herself. All of them, allegedly, have spirits.
And there was the spirit realm you could travel through, apparently, and they can do it.
Sympathy.
Do you feel bad for your trash when you throw it away?
Well, you know, when my milk goes bad, I know it is not it that has failed. And me.
We gotta move on.
I do get that, yeah, like, yeah, feel like,
Guru culture is a
Yeah,
warrior survivalist culture.
eat it all.
Their entire existence is framed around the notion of constant warfare and survival. But it says that not all Guru are necessarily violent, nor necessarily hostile. Just most of them.
Yeah.
Importantly, however, not all werewolves are Guru? What?
Ah, I see what he means.
Do you?
Guru is not just the normative internal name for werewolves.
Huh.
It's a culture. See? It says it right here. A culture with a proud history, traditions, and ideals, and plentiful foes. But
And the culture,
just
then
as
you'll
not
have
every
those who
Italian
do.
American is
Yeah.
born Sicilian enough for the mafia. So too are many werewolves disconnected from their ancestral culture. And that is not to speak of all those wolves whose origins are entirely unrelated to those of the Guru. But that's neither here nor there nor anywhere. Let us
I don't even
continue.
know how well that
We
part
must
works.
see where Fatigue leads us.
I mean, I know mythology and stuff like skinning a werewolf and then wearing it turns you into a werewolf, but,
Audience, we are at the scene of the discovery of the decade. Here at Mountain the Second. We find ourselves settled closer to what is said to be a tribal village.
I am scared.
Here run thinner trails, mostly human footprints, but with distinct and large wolf prints stamped across their length. And whilst we find no further hieroglyphs, we have excavated a single large imprint of a wolf's head in a finely chiseled rock with what appears to be dried blood smeared into its eyes.
Yes, it could only taste like ash, iron, bristling, disgusting fur like the hedgehog. It was it made me vomit in fact.
Yes, quite the rancid sight.
My breakfast is taken.
With such a gulf between these two territories, I hypothesize this. These could be people in the early throes of the lycanthropic disease. Perhaps even pagan werewolf worshippers, after a fashion. Whatever they are, the inhabitants of this territory are clearly distinct from those with domain further up into the mountains. In any case, finding what we assume to
is
be
it possible to
authentic
just become a werewolf
this
and white
immaculate
wolf?
is of immense
I
value.
don't know.
A picture is forming, dear audience.
I'm not even sure this will give me an answer because this, you know.
Called it!
What is it?
Fatigue is simply wrong here. Let us get into interpreting werewolves.
Well, that was earlier on into his career. I think he was probably a lot better at this than bad.
Wolf? Guy! Though grammatically it should be Guy Wolf. A guy who can turn into a wolf. But are all guys who can turn into wolves werewolves?
No.
How do you figure?
Because,
Well, vampires can do it.
because
Some.
like, some vampires can turn into wolves. Right?
How do you know that?
Gary, old man, he turned into one. You know, in Dracula.
Gary Oldman, Dracula Cortez! Wait, movie film. Movie film, it's a movo. Okay.
You also talked about something with human animal vampires. And
Yeah, 2 + 2 = 4 and all that.
Talisman is alright and stuff. So.
What's the point of this filibuster?
The point is that what Fatic you found here was indeed a sanctuary for wild humanimal-type vampires, not Garou.
And you know that how?
Context
Yeah.
clues, of course. They live near human civilization, for one. For two, they taste like death and blood to the mentalist.
Oh.
Shit, yeah, actually, that would do it.
It's understandable. My
did
brain
I.
is particularly giant. Nevertheless,
Also, you're,
my
you know,
point is,
vampire focused.
provided a humanimal vampire's blood is potent enough, some can, in fact, turn into wolves.
What?
But that does not a werewolf make. Neither does a wizard altering their shape, or a fey creature assuming a wolf's form, or a mummy with an extremely convincing death mask.
They're wizards and fae and mummy furries too.
Be strong, Miss Bergamot.
I am.
Yeah, there's all sorts of shit.
About to
People
man.
respecting he was the mummy.
We need more intel.
Dearest audience,
Yeah, I definitely think he's a lot more mortal than people were maybe suspecting.
decade. Throughout the jungle that spans the second and third mountains, we have found
He just talks a big enough game, it sounds like he's more.
uncovered. Yet they are different. Here, we have discovered fairly distinct footprints, along with rough, artless claw marks across palm trees and rocks. And this is most smashing. Here in the depths of the Oriental jungle, we have discovered remnants of clothes, tents, supplies, debris, and the brutalized remains of animals. Mrs. Mock, could you confirm this as an oddity?
Of course, sir. This is not the work of insurrectionists nor tribesfolk. These are unusual sights.
Yes, the clothes is the wet dog.
Pascal, we didn't ask you to lick the rotting contents of that clothesline.
Oh, but I really wanted to.
Ah,
Why did you?
No iron ash, barely different from human.
Why did he want to?
Evil human, a dog, perhaps.
as suspected. Communityless stragglers who wallow in their lonesome, melancholic condition. Perhaps exiles, or at least not of the local communities. I find all this to be a bit too exciting, gentlemen. We will continue on. You shall hear from me again.
Oh, hey, it cries again.
Bloody flies! Get me out of here, bloody flies!
What a
Like what happened with them?
Next one, quickly.
Is this the find of the decade, gentlemen? Perhaps I say.
Everything he finds is the find of the decade.
On our last stop, in the densest corner of the jungle around Mountain the Fourth, a smaller territory was intensely marked with signs of ancient habitation and territorial display, all marked in a shallow dig site. However, this time, the markings were written in a language rather than hieroglyphs. The language appeared Sumerian in origin, though perhaps Proto-Indo-European is more appropriate. I am unsure. That's work for the Arcanum's ranks. But found on site were also signs of what I could surmise as local folk rituals, as well as crafts inlaid with precious pearls that, all with rather
Again, it's like classic.
tell of a worship of the moon.
It will always ring into my mind.
Tasted of
You don't know what this is, so we're saying it's rituals.
All massively fascinating and amazing stock for the museums back home. I'm certain King Tut won't be lonely much longer. What an amazing adventure. We have but one more journey, dear audience, and it is back to Mountain the First for the last of our excavations. You might not have known it, but this trek, it has gone on for a week. And many of our men have indeed contracted jungle flu and aggravated intestinal conditions. We'll be happy to conclude with these amazing findings, of which reports and relics aplenty will be brought back to the King's country in due time.
Hidden societies galore! It is rather obvious the last two findings were not Garou in nature.
They weren't werewolves?
Were werewolves, weren't Garou.
So, not warriors.
They may have been warriors, but not warriors of Gaia.
So, for our
Yeah,
purposes,
I'm pretty
there
sure there's also
are
warriors who
werewolves
who
aren't
serve
of
but
and or do not fight
other things.
for this Gaian purpose.
Of course! There are completely unrelated kinds of lycanthropy.
Oh, they're just straight
How
up
do we know
other forms
Matilda is a
of.
Garou specifically then?
We can safely assume, but I suppose we don't know for sure. She could, for instance, have been both the ghoul and a werewolf.
Is that even
Isn't
possible?
even possible?
Indeed it is, son-in-law. That and worse.
Holy shit!
Abominations beyond telling.
The vampire who would
Based on her
have
physical
successfully
appearance and the
ghoul
clear
one.
presence of packmates. This Stieg, whose way she claimed she oughtn't to have done from the start.
So,
But yeah,
we
someone who
know
could
for certain
effectively
there's
ghoul a
more than one.
werewolf would be
I believe that Matilda was most likely Garou.
a
That's an
very
assumption
powerful
we'll label
vampire.
her, unless evidence suggests otherwise.
Either way,
Assuming it's not
we
like one of
need
those
more
ghouls who
info.
just eats
Let's continue.
hunts vampires to fuel their powers.
I've got
That's probably
Record 6,
more common,
Finding
honestly, than
5.
the other one.
the Targa Aminham lexicon.
Dearest audience, we report to you at the scene of what we in the Fatigue Arcanum Scientific Expedition believe to be the discovery of the century. In the field.
Oh, he's upgraded to centuries now.
Past a waterfall in the depths of Mountain the First, a cavern has been discovered. A cavern that we would liken to a primitive church carved out of the rock. We are here right now, and here, look, across its perimeter, stones on top of stones on top of stones, mass collections of miniature cans. Now, bloody hell, you can't see it. This is a recording. They're all painted with very particular hieroglyphs, many hieroglyphs of which we can cross-reference. Yes, cross-reference with other suspected Lycan territories. This is the find, gentlemen. The century, gentlemen. It is astounding. This place will have us able to decipher, perhaps even translate the disparate hieroglyphs that seem to make up the Lycan alphabet. We will be taking many photographs and making entirely sure that nothing... Silence! Everyone out!
What?
Get out of here! Out!
What is going on?
Out!
What is
God in heaven!
Alright, what do you know? Something in there.
What happened?
What you likely expect. They came across one of their lichens.
Checking book, hold on. It'd seem this article is on Where Are Werewolves? Lycan territories are found across the world. Apparently, there is evidence of the word cairn being used to describe something like special sacred domains, both here in England and other English-speaking countries.
Cairn, eh?
Isn't that a word for like a pile of rocks?
It is spelt with an E, not an I.
But it does describe the
That's
things
because
in
territories
there.
like these are special. They are places of power, founts of spiritual might, very much worth protecting. In the right hands, they can be used to perform immense and wondrous acts.
Oh, this could be good.
You know, actually, now I'm
Lists of
thinking about it. I shouldn't have been surprised. Mystical abilities are amongst them.
The place in the recording,
You know.
the one at the end there.
I was expecting
that
it then
was
there.
part of a cairn. And that was the Targa Aminhan lexicon, named as such for that wall of hieroglyphs. What they found has been used to cross-reference similar finds from across the world. Scholars have been able to find and excavate more territories with a lichen presence, new and old, all using it as a source.
Are there cairns in Norfolk?
There are! There are! One
That's a good
near
clue.
Wolverton.
Oh, that's
That's clever.
Is assumed to be abandoned since the 60s.
That's very funny.
There's also one at a place called Sinclair's Grove, assumed abandoned since, oh wow, the 1700s. Oh, and wait, what?
What?
Oh, it's places to start looking.
Iron Age fort?
The one near our house?
Wow.
It
Okay.
says they aren't sure whether or not it is actively used. That is so weird.
Yeah.
I've been hanging around there since I was a wee lad.
Well, best stay wary of that place in the future then.
Yeah.
Perhaps check for fur and fangs in that Caracas.
Here's another. One somewhere in the area of Fritton Forest, also known as Waveney Forest. Or maybe they're two different forests, I'm not sure. And it's marked as inhabited.
That one is very.
That's
close
very
to
useful.
Yarmouth.
That might not
You've
be
got
much,
two
considering
locations to
just
look
how the weather
priority-wise.
Really? Well, it makes a lot of sense to me, though. Hear me out.
Always.
A lake known as Fritton Decoy is in those woods. It was used during both the First and Second World War. As such, a few notable bits of folklore have crept up out of those woods. During World War II, the lake and its surrounding area became a secret training facility for amphibious tanks, as well as a storage unit for depth charges. Reports of sabotage at the lake were found as part of a dossier on the facility. Buildings fell apart, trenches were ruined, depth charges were
Wolves
decimated.
didn't like people invading on their
An entire tank
areas.
was sunk into the lake, but the perpetrators were never found. In later years, reports of long-necked figures and big cats have made it in the area. Something of a popular urban legend surrounding that place in particular. I'll also add, whilst I don't necessarily want to put stock in this, there is at least a few obscure accounts of the legendary ghost hound Black Shuck. Or, at least, shuck-like dogs in places like Burr Castle and on the road between Galston and Hopton, both closely surrounding that forest.
Heck
I
yeah.
gotta say.
Potentially werewolves.
She said she's a native, but she did say she lived near Hopton, and Fritton or Waveney or whatever is like almost the only real forest left in all of Norfolk.
It is our best bet so far. The Garou fight to preserve the world spirit, warring against those that would destroy it, protecting the few precious spots of woodland left in the mowed-down hellscape that is Norfolk. That indeed fits their MO.
Yeah.
Matilda often talked about the earth dying, maybe even being dead on bad days. But as far as I knew, it was all a metaphor for like how shit our work is and how we had no social lives.
That rhetoric oozes with guile and resentment.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Amanda,
What?
you have done well to share all you can. I, Big D, owe you a considerable debt.
Oh, it's all good. No worries.
For your various contributions, I shall give you this.
Oh, it's a sheet of paper?
Not just any sheet. Open it.
It says, I owe you.
I sure do, Amanda. You can cash that in at a later point. For a favor of your choice, can
Kid looks so nonplussed by all this.
Oh, thanks.
You are extremely welcome.
All right, next record. This one is just labeled.
He almost certainly just carries those around me with the people. Oh, that's
I am reporting
Still.
Wolf ran after us. That was a big wolf.
Still.
just afterward.
Still.
Shot me somehow. Shot me in the arm.
Still.
It is green.
Oh, that stung.
It is green.
What are you on about, you sap?
It is green.
The claw in your ass is green, sir.
I don't care. I was shot. It shot its finger like a bloody derringer.
Dirty finger.
Terror finger.
We're leaving Claw the derringer.
Oh.
Werewolves can shoot their claws?
Did you see when Matilda broke the wall into the security room?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty fucking tough.
Remember that.
I think it might be worth finding out the particulars of the Garou. Yeah?
Well, you have experienced its sheer physical prowess. You have experienced the mind-altering delirium. And indeed, you even got a taste of the spiritual gifts of the Garou.
Do
Yeah, I should have
shapeshifters
realized
have
that.
powers? Like vampires?
Yes.
Yes.
Apparently.
but
That
they're
makes
even
perfect
more
sense. I just
mysterious
realized that.
and often far more threatening.
Oh, come on!
I believe those abilities too come from some sort of compact. with
God,
spirits.
werewolves are absurd.
Different spirits can grant different abilities that not only werewolves, but especially werewolves, can use in and out of combat. The Garou that chased them could have been a priest or warden, guarding their place of power. Thus, shooting claws was likely not the only ability it had.
Fatigue mentions the claw shot in the book.
What does he say?
Here. It's on a page about a particular werewolf tribe. And the tribe is designated with this hieroglyph.
Interesting.
He posits that this particular trick has only been seen used by wolves in territories where this particular hieroglyph can also be found.
What more does
It's
it
a
say?
very
about these
interesting way to tell people about werewolves
The hieroglyphs that
while
kept
keeping
popping up
the
in the camp,
count.
especially towards the end.
In
there.
character nature of it.
They're all here. Photographs, illustrations, all of it. Each hieroglyph has a different semantic expression. They all communicate something about various aspects of werewolf cultures. And some seem to indicate tribes.
Like the, Iceni tribe? Iceni?
Yeah.
Iceni.
Or, well, it says here the definition isn't exactly perfect. A tribe seems to also inherently be a faith, or a sect, a denomination.
So not a tribe quite as we know it.
Other signs here, seem even more complicated.
Ooh.
Expressed in the Queen's English as a sign that denotes a role in lichen society.
My God.
It seems to be connected to when a werewolf shapeshifts for the first time. It's also in some capacity connected to the moon, as each symbol is replete with lunar symbolism. Each symbol seems to represent a phase of the moon.
Perhaps a role is given to a werewolf based on the phase of the moon when they first turned.
Possibly affects how they change.
I've named a child or two through similar rites.
I mean, what if they were in space or something?
Oh, it's nonsense.
Nonsense.
We'll carry on.
Nonsense.
It's obviously
wait,
much
wait,
more
wait.
important. They're
Oh
going,
my God. Shit.
What?
This page. Here. I've seen this sign.
The what?
I think.
Which one?
Yeah. It's this one. This one right here.
The,
With the 3 scratch marks.
The 3 scratch marks?
No. Okay, I'm not being stupid, I swear.
You've seen this mark?
Yes. Okay, yeah. Holy shit. Listen, I've seen it on Matilda.
What?
I'm telling you.
On the werewolf?
Alright. Matilda, she had these scars. And I've only seen them when we changed out of our clothes, okay? And I asked about it once, and she said a badger did it. And I mean, I didn't know badgers could do that, but didn't question it. But it looked just like this, though. Like, uncanny.
A marking.
Are you certain of this?
I'm dead certain. I remember it well because, you know, I'm inked up, and I thought it was a tattoo at first. Stupid. I know.
Ritual scarification.
That sign seems to denote a tribe. Let me see if I can find anything more about it. Okay. Good find.
Oh, really?
This is what Fatigue's got. The sign here has mostly been recorded in places untouched by humans, such as deep woodlands.
Like Fritton and or Wimney?
Closest thing we'll get to deep woodland near Yarmouth. Arcanum scholars, including Fatigue himself, have found this particular sign in Poland, Ukraine, Mongolia, Canada, and Greenland.
A lot of places.
All in uninhabited zones. Of note, they mentioned that this particular mark has had a wide myriad of unfortunate incidents occur around it. One expedition was apparently chased by particularly aggressive wolves for a stretch of 14 miles,
Oof.
with at least 3 people disappearing during the chase. Another expedition was found after a time of no contact, ripped to shreds, their heads mounted on the tops of fir trees.
Oh, fuck.
On rare occasions, epithets have been recorded.
I appreciate that you can, once again, you got little human bits of D here, because humanizing bits he's even affected by this imagery.
Wolves have called themselves land warders, dog soldiers, true beastmen, and red talons. What's more, these wolves have been seen eroding inert materials, turning firm ground quicksand-like, and permanently transforming a person's mind to something likened to a feral animal, or even literally turning someone permanently into a wolf?
Ooh, don't want that happening to Marcus.
Sucks so much.
Horrifying. But generally, it would seem this bloody sign denotes a tribe that orients around intense, untamed brutality. To have such a sigil upon their flesh. No wonder Matilda was such a dour figure.
I mean, she did have this, like, mankind sucks thing about her. She had like
But,
20 pins.
like a lot of people.
It all said humanity fuck no, and she exclusively.
Yeah, but that says a lot of people.
Alright. But there's got to be more here.
Well, for starters, there's a probability we're dealing with a guru of this tribal sigil.
The one on this page?
Another one?
Weird marking.
How do you figure that?
And it looks kind of like a radio tower.
I recognize one of the epithets here.
Which one?
I've had physical interactions with this type before. In that time, I learned the name Glasswalker. And that is among the purported titles of this tribe, it would seem.
Okay.
Russ's mom? Or, sorry,
notes
Ross's
that
mom?
They differ from other tribes as they're found mostly in urban areas. Instances of their sigil have been discovered as graffiti in fast food joints, power plants, computer halls, and online forums.
Fucked up, is it not?
Yeah.
One's willing to engage with
been on
humanity.
werewolf this whole time. That is fucked up. They are assumed to be a very metropolitan and industrious tribe. This too reflected in their recorded abilities. Wolves correlated with this tribal sign have been seen controlling machines from afar with mere grunts, taking forth sizable items from thin air, stealing the corporeal likenesses of others.
Oh my god.
Oh.
The longer I look at the sign, I think I've seen it before too.
This one too? Where?
This will sound so stupid, but I was cleaning out the security room. Usually Matilda's job.
She did hack the machinery.
I came across some cobwebs in there, and it was the strangest thing, because the cobwebs had this insane pattern. I'd never seen anything like it.
It's possible that she got the other marks from an encounter with the more brutalist one,
That all
and
but confirms it. I pointed this sign out because I
they
believe
seem like the
they
type that would probably
might
not
have
like this
resulted in the
particular tribe
sabotage
much.
Marcus and Brockham reported in the security room. These glasswalkers are internet-savvy dogmen, and as far as I know, seem to be distrusted for their connections to the technological witchcraft of man. Thus, Matilda was not alone in her infiltration, and one of her packmates was likely a member of this tribe.
Or was being helped by them.
That's
about the point.
well and good, but
I thought it might. I didn't think about that. That makes more sense. Steak's probably that one then.
Something.
What have you noticed? What?
Patrick, you left a post-it annotation. Look at what it fucking says.
Black Shock.
We need to check this.
This topic falls.
Yeah.
It takes us to yet another tribal sign. They apparently found this sign in several locations, likely drawn by the same werewolf. The signs followed something of a trail.
So they're trying to track down whoever this Black Shuck is. And it sounds like it's a particular individual.
Going all the way here to Norfolk.
So a tribe that travels then. A familiar
Or
concept.
tribe, I might say.
And, as it would seem, this is one member who has journeyed far.
Wolves who leave these signs in their tracks have been seen tunneling underground with unnatural rapidity and moving long distances in a single moment, coming upon their victim in the blink of an eye.
Having a guru up on your face before you can even realize it is among the most deadly experiences
Oh, yeah.
I can imagine.
I am feeling so...
I know. I know.
It would seem
I was not expecting the Black Shuck to be foreshadowing.
Pattern. The
Very interesting.
signers do not keep territories, but move across vast portions of land, often on foot or paw. But why travel from Scandinavia to Norfolk?
If you look here, it seems the same journey has been taken by several wolves, going all the way back to the Viking raids of the 9th century.
That sounds like it might have some connective tissue with...
The Shuck thing, right? But how?
In some interpretations of the tale, the Shuck legend came here with the Viking raids, informed by Norse mythology even. This claim is heavily scrutinized by scholars, however, but this part of history eludes them. It recontextualizes things. Is Marcus with the Black Shuck?
May our livers bloat with bravery. We will
No.
sorely need it in the coming
But they're
hours.
trying. They think he might be a lead to him.
Fuck. Get it together.
You're brave. Braver than anyone I've ever met.
We know only one braver.
I think they were after Kid because he was researching it.
Soon.
They're trying to find a black shark or white shark.
There are many other tribal signs with their own unique findings surrounding them, but these three.
Ooh, yeah, it might be the white shark, the rare one,
Let
because
us
they're
learn
looking for a
more
particular
and
shark.
listen to what comes next.
You're right. Let's do it. Record 8. The Tribe.
Dear audience, I report to you now from a jungle village housed by one of the local mountain tribes. It has been a few days since last, and I need to let it be known matters have progressed quite poorly. Several expedition members have entered Catatonia after the horror at the cavern. To add insult to injury, however, our expedition is now hampered by these jungle people, who have effectively erected barricades, preventing us from continued excavations. Merely because you built buildings and birthed children and formed culture and lived here for hundreds of whatever years does not mean God intended for you to stay in our dig site!
Ay, mahalin ka para makakutkot na nagyan.
It's stupid. Please leave. This is our home.
The tribe leader would like you to not dig up their home.
Woman, wield the powers invested in me as the voice of Emperor George himself!
This poor soul understand that we need this area depopulation.
Cease your obstination, aid us, and we would lead you back to society to be integrated under the local government. A dream!
Yeah.
Earn income.
Get your hands chopped off.
Does it not sound wondrous, tribesman?
Hindi ka na mapunta sa paghalin. Gusto na maghalin ka para kakutkot na naka mga butang amot sa kapanaw nga espiritu kang mga ayam.
Pinangunin niya. Isda kami niya. Ikan, mga espiritu niya ng mga bukid hindi dapat isumuhon. Ang katigano nga malimsin sa tungan na kakiiban niya mga nag-istan niya hindi dapat pagtublagon. Gusto namon niya makilalaan yung mga espiritu.
Oh yeah, buddy, that's never gonna happen. They're never gonna fucking respect you. Sorry, it is
They will consider your request if
decades.
you set up camp at what they call the Ravine of Friendship.
The Ravine of Friendship.
Yes, sir. It is a place reserved for friends.
I am a friend.
Diplomacy has succeeded.
It is said to be a place where dogs dare not tread. Holy ground.
Monsieur Fatigu, holy ground, they say.
That is not what he said.
Incorrigible.
They ask you remain near the ravine for 3 days
What?
for their deliberation.
3 days? Heal me. My weakest suffer.
Okay, maybe they did say that before this. So.
Dysentery and early onset melancholia. Our expedition must continue.
2 days then? Well, 1.5?
No! There's no reasoning with jungle savages. We leave this godforsaken hut.
No waffle dinner for you.
Dalihog pa sa luya. Hindi magbuhay mga sapat kanya.
Yeah.
Pascal!
What?
You stupid boy! You dropped the shovels!
I dropped them because you slept.
You talk back, you back talker! If you want your father to receive a decent review of your efforts from me, then you better kneel before your betters. Is that understood?
Oui, monsieur.
In English!
Yes, Lord.
Vernon, we go. Pascal, old chap.
Leave me be.
Yeah. Just a piece of shit in every way.
What is your take on Chronic?
The Elder Fatigue? He seems to be a great proponent of traditional values. And you know what I think about traditional values.
You know what? Yeah, why am I wasting time on this? Moving on. Next record. Ravine of Friendship.
Yeah.
Goddamn flies. Oh, there we are. Hello, audience. We have temporarily set up camp at the so-named Ravine of Friendship. It is nighttime. My Lord Father and
Did he kill his father?
camp to gorge on the
Did he kill the other guy?
Lord
What did
Father's
he
proclaim
do
the
that
expedition
need
again
a
will continue tomorrow morning.
apology
Despite the request for a 3-day
to the
deliberation period
Arcanum?
from the tribe's elder council. Now, Mrs. Mark. Mrs. Mark? Mark!
Yes, sir?
Where were you?
Just looking into the ravine, sir.
Quite deep.
Of course, sir.
It surrounds our perimeter, you know. The Lycans should indeed have a hard time coming from just about any direction.
Of course, sir.
Nevertheless, you were the one to translate the King's English to, the jungle language, yes?
Inaraya, sir.
Kina, yes, that. In our negotiations, how unreasonable
In fairness to
would you say these
Fatigue
outlaws truly
of
were?
time, he was at least
Young sir,
trying and just
I would
a little
never
bit,
want to cast
which
doubt
is
on your father's
a lot more than takes a lot of people.
skills, but I do believe they had a reasoned argument for stopping this expedition.
What? What does that mean?
You saw the beast with the green claws.
My new asshole is a stark reminder.
Those who live here know the beasts. They respect the beast's territory and are never themselves attacked. But those you lead here, those who entered and got a closer look than you, just merely being present has had them enter this state of delirium. And those who got a closer look yet are no longer with us.
Yeah.
And again, I do not want to cast doubt, but I would suggest perhaps those who live here have a right.
Have a right?
Our right. I mean,
What? How can you be saying this? We're out here to help you. What of your child, Mrs. Mark?
why are you here, Gwennon?
Yeah, you're not here to help. You're here to study.
Your father brought me, but I don't see how my specific purpose is relevant.
Neither is my child's. In the grand scheme of this expedition, only your father's purpose matters. But you are not
Very
his
smart
father,
woman.
and you need not follow him.
Why wouldn't I?
His purpose is not what it seems.
What do you mean? Oh. What? Gunfire so near the camp?
Come with me.
Where to?
Just follow me.
Put in the next one immediately.
Agreed. Record 10. Taken by nails.
But yeah, I think he might have left his father to die, or sold him out to save his people.
This
is a message for the President of the United States. The Katipunan still lives, and its nails of Christ know the true nature of the demons you import into our lands.
What? You send hounds of Satan and ungodly magic!
Yes! You kidnap and murder.
You take
Nope.
our children!
What? What are you possibly...
The camp blew up.
Yes! Explosion! Suffer, devil's boss! He will have us overcome you, as he once helped David overcome Saul. And for these for the leaders of your invasion.
We have your children. If you do not return our...
What?
Where the bloody hell did that come from?
River serpent! Hound! Hound!
Saved from them by very creatures they hunt. Holy shit.
Werewolf.
Visually, that took a turn.
I can't imagine anything else. What the hell is going on in these recordings? Who are these nails of Christ?
I'm familiar with them from my own time in the Philippines. They're a religious hunter organization operating throughout Southeast Asia, with origins in the Philippines.
Which is, yes,
They
they
target
just
supernatural
no idea what
threats
the
that
fuck they're
come to prey
talking
from
about.
the vantage point of privilege, like those detestable ticks that would traffic humans from these countries.
But then, why would they target the Fatigues here?
There could be a myriad of reasons, but I care not to guess.
I mean, I don't even think they really knew who the fuck they were dealing with.
Another thing, though.
They kept screaming about the
Where did that
United
werewolf
States.
come from?
I said river surface. It came from the river surface. Just like...
Like how well, you're Amanda. Like how Matilda escaped.
Got the names fixed up there for a moment.
Power of theirs?
I can
Like
shed some light
that
on this.
detail, yo. That's
This
just
is not
a...
only the Guru who dabble in.
That really makes their conversations real.
Before anything, no, this knowledge is not for the faint of heart.
I'm not leaving. I want to, but I've stayed for this long.
That you have, recruit. Your fortitude is to be commended. But this might just be the most trying subject yet. And son-in-law,
Yes?
all of what I just said goes for you, too. This information is existential in nature. It cannot be unknown.
I do not care. Anything to save him.
The Umbra. It is
What
not
is
a
it?
dream. When the light of cognition perceives physical reality, a shadow is cast. And that shadow reality is the Umbra. That is...
I'd ask how this interacts with magic from, you know, the mages stuff, but, like,
just how we make sense of it.
it really
It
doesn't.
is entirely metaphysical in nature.
Chicken splat looks are not made to mix.
It follows no law that we can understand. Formed, at least in part, of thoughts, emotions, abstract immateria.
Which is interesting. Reality itself is, you know, also shaped by those
like
things.
a radio wave, untraceably emitting information from our minds into this meta-experiential shadow. Either as some kind of palpable byproduct, or even integral part of the brain's biochemical process. All signals connect to everything in our shared experience of reality in ways we cannot fully see or
That
hear
one
or
in the
sense
far corner
with
there
our
is,
limited perception. But even then,
there is
it's
oof,
still only guesswork.
take a shit. I like
Here
it.
is where the animist ways of the Garou originate. Much like druids or faefolk who worship the world spirit. They have this connection to the Umbra that we cannot even perceive. Like those shrimp who see colors that our brains cannot register. And so, trying to explain the Umbra to you is not possible for me. You'll have to experience it for yourself if you want to know. But you are not ready.
I am ready for
No, son-in-law. Even the Garou fear and respect the Umbra.
How much did this fuck up
I
Marcus?
have greater fears.
You are...
Cool.
Yes, but foolish. Let us instead discuss this more practically. What can we know about the Umbra and Matilda's use of it? Well, for one, Matilda did enter the Umbra through the reflection on that puddle. It is possible to enter the Umbra in many ways. Arkham, for one. Did you know
Wait, what?
his pendant allows him access into the Umbra?
His
Ah,
pendant?
no.
Does he use
That
it?
explains why how he so accurately
Too
recognized it.
dangerous, but it does give me. I'll discuss that with Arkham. In either case, it was also
Yeah,
in the
ideas.
Umbra that wolves are able to use many of their abilities. The abstract and lawless nature of the Umbra often has a terrible effect on the material world.
So, the ghosts or spirits you mentioned, is this shadow reality where they live?
Bingo bongo! And those with the know-how can
And
channel the
and while there are
exist
spirits
in
that
the
are
Umbra,
more aligned
acting
with
as a
existence
bridge
reality, there are
between the
spirits that
Umbra
are
and the
basically
material
trying to
world.
end it and destroy it
They're
all.
able to emit
Or the other way
effects
around.
of the
I
spirit's
actually don't
power.
know. I just know there's one
Wondrous or
one of those are the good guys and one of those bad guys.
Why don't we
And it's
learn
not exactly
how?
what the good guys
You
aren't
think you could just learn
good guys
that?
as we
I
think
am
them.
willing to do anything.
No. Learning that will take too much time. It will demand a stranger's aid, and it involves too much tampering with the Umbra for a mind such as yours.
I cannot stand being without him like this. I will do anything.
Son-in-law, all these feelings, this morbid grit emitting from your mind, they too become spirits in their own right.
Oh, what does that matter?
These spirits, the spirits of your own suffering, the suffering of others, the suffering of the world. It, in an amalgamate cesspool of evil, hatred, dogma, and despotism, growing and boiling over with malevolent sentience, it comes for us. It is an evil spiral that grows ever deeper. Even now, as they gnaw at your soul, they want more, and they would eat you whole should they get the chance. And I do mean that literally, should they make it back with you into our reality. And they are everywhere. Why? Because the world is bad. Do you understand?
Yeah.
I think I'd rather not exist in this reality anymore.
What are you saying now?
Amanda.
My parents chose not to. They couldn't
Oof.
stand this reality. As someone without a place or chance. And that was them facing mundane things.
You're right. Maybe they were right. I cannot stand to be all alone again.
Are there actually monsters under the bed?
Alone with demons.
Are there demons?
Nothing worked anymore.
Can I be
Oh.
possessed?
I was possessed with guilt, hatred.
No, I'm not already.
I was too young to be so alone.
Nothing works anymore.
My future was buried with them.
Is there a
And
God?
there's the spiral
Don't judge my whole
of
life, my every action.
representing the
My
dark
every
and
thought.
evil spirit.
Buried with them.
Am I going to hell?
I will be buried with
Will I get murdered in my bed and suffer infinite torture?
Stop this now!
And this is why he warned them.
Case will
It is heavy
live.
shit.
You will live. You will not go to any hell. And I will teach you to strangle gods and demons and monsters with your bare hands. The world may be bad, but the Hunter's way, my way, is to make it better, even if it so involves a few righteous murders. Now get up and give me your war cries! No!
This sounds sort of like the ending
There you
theme.
go. Drown this sort of a serenade in bouts of adrenaline. It will be all we survive on in the coming hours. Fatigue wishes to teach us more, and we will listen. Next, we may just learn how to best survive our encounter. Because the next record here, it's called A Werewolf Defeated. Shall we learn?
Yes, sir.
My head is empty, filled with murder.
Good. And you tell me if you're feeling death-driven again. I'll make you perform my most devious self-care methods. The one involving the cobra.
Yes. Thank you, sir.
This needs to be recorded.
And get a very understandable reaction to it, you know.
It was me, Mrs. Mark,
I have enough trouble with people in our world.
by insurrection.
This type of shit, yeah.
The face we had our camp on was rigged with explosives. The tribesmen conspired with the insurrectionists, and so many are dead. We are the only ones left. I do not know where my father is, nor my uncles. We escaped, by the grace of God, for a horror came out of the jungle. A lycanthrope of the worst fashion I have ever seen. It came for the insurrectionists and slaughtered them all. But we escaped, though Pascal was hurt by it. He lost his eye.
Oh, it did look kind of look like that.
Tore his eye out before we ran. He sleeps now. We put him under with what we had. But that demon, I fear it might still be here somewhere. Vernon! Father!
Vernon, my lad!
Father!
Vernon! Oh, my boy! My boy, he's safe! Praise God! Good to see you, Vernon. How fare you, my son?
Father, the insurrectionists, they took us. But a lichen fiend killed them. We escaped.
Fortuitous. Neither I nor your uncle were harmed in the blast.
We did not die.
I might also report the leaders of the mountain dwellers all lie dead.
Probably at his
What
hand.
happened?
They were murdered by a lichen.
I don't believe him.
He let the gate sit open. After us, his messengers were so callously thrown out. And like a fox in a chicken coop, the lichen merely followed its nature.
Serve one, my God.
Yes, a regular Sodom and Gomorrah. Savages killing savages. But, hunters that we are.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious he fucking did it.
And we
Because he doesn't have the the constitution
let me show you.
to handle it.
How?
Let us find out. Turn the record.
Radio audience, this truly is the find of the millennium. A lichen captured by my Lord Father, chronic fatigue.
I wonder if it was.
Keeping her down was not easy. Goomba was with us. May he rest in peace. But his faith was true. This true faith compelled the lichen, shackled it, held it in place for us to stake it with spikes of silver. You may note the lichen's corrupt humors as it grows lost limbs again and again. But the speed of its recovery can be halted. A lichen can survive even without its head, but damage it enough, and the rate at which its flesh returns will not keep up. And silver, the Lord's pure word in material form. It stabs into the flesh of the lichen, and true wounds are shaped. Ones it cannot heal, ones that can kill it.
It shifts its shape like water flows. Wolf, man-wolf, human.
She is injected with the heaviest possible dose of opiates. The shifting has not been deliberate.
Her claws.
I wonder if it was one of the tribesmen trying to protect them. That
creature is not the culprit. He did not take my child.
How do you know?
The culprit had no claws. The one that took her had slouching skin. Human hands.
Human hands?
What did I tell you? Even these fools could jimmy a werewolf.
That brings some comfort.
Is there anything in the tome regarding a werewolf's form, son-in-law?
Yes, there is. Shape shifting. There's a whole section here exploring the concept of the lichen as a shifter. Its ability to shift between several therianthropic morphal states.
Oh, I've seen that term before, therianthropic.
Different forms, to be clear. I've witnessed the Garu shift between 3 forms.
I've seen that term used for werewolf shapeshifting
Human
before.
form,
Other stuff.
wolf form, and of course, the hulking, vicious war form.
Matilda did seem to have a 4th wolfman form. Very similar to the humanimal type vampire.
Rocking wild sideburns and Ape Boy's memory.
There's an ape boy?
R.I.P. Ape Boy.
Yeah, rip. Fatigue does note the existence of at least 3 forms, potentially 4, reaffirming the wolfman.
I guarantee you that line just
potentially even
something
5
must have been
with a
funny enough that they made
theoretical
a actual image. That is so
Maybe
weird.
even 6 forms, as suggested by what is considered a fringe scholar in the field, claiming to have seen a wolf with human feet.
I believe it featly, deeply.
He also cites other scholars who believe there are no such thing as modal forms, but rather a diapason of variable states, ranging a full, gradual spectrum between the wolf and the human morphal states. Oh fuck.
What, son-in-law?
There have been reports of not only the classical wolf shifters, but also those that take shapes more similar to dogs, bears, and, as he can personally attest, large cats. Holy shit! Does that explain the myriad of stories about big cats here in Norfolk? There have been alleged sightings of panthers and pumas and other large felines, like folklore going back as far as medieval times.
I can confirm the existence.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with the other ones. All I know is about the batch
In
shifters.
fact, I'm more familiar with these werecats than I am with werewolves, funnily enough. Less, extreme danger in proceedings. What's more, I've also been witness to were-ravens, were-sharks, were-spiders.
Spiders?
What?
No. Fuck off.
What? How does that even work?
Son-in-law, how does time work? Because I don't think it does.
So, will the rescue operation for Marcus have to deal with both werewolves and werecats, though?
As far as I know, they usually do not commingle.
Yeah.
Much like the funny cats versus dogs filmograph.
Well, on the topic...
Sometimes I do think he must be much older, though. He might not be a mummy, but definitely more, because, like...
He has personally witnessed peaceful
Filmograph.
interactions between lycanthropes and Iluranthropes in the East Anglian territories.
Right, yeah. Cats and dogs living together. It's a mass hysteria.
I still do not think we have to worry.
Why?
The werecats in Norfolk are... You know, maybe I'm just wrong.
You're doing this right now?
It is simply irrelevant. What is more relevant here is that other notable thing established. They managed to defeat one. So let us collate our details on killing werewolves. And indeed, it is good to remember. Silver.
Yep.
Wits.
Leaves,
That must be our way forward.
so Silver leaves minutes, or at least
Reminds me, back during our talk...
lasting injuries on
You mentioned
things who can
compact
usually
with
heal,
the I
very
take
well.
it that it has more to do with the spirit of the moon than the actual physical moon.
Of course. There is a connection between the spirit Luna and the wolves, just as there is between the world spirit and the wolves. But
Or if that's unique for the wolves.
exactly that connection or concord is hard to grasp. As with everything Umbral, there is no hard set truth. It lies not within the purview of human perception, but it is at the same time a reality, and it is there for them and us to use.
I mean, as the Chronic guy said, the wolves can be killed with silver. But what does that mean?
I believe it is the only real way to kill a werewolf. Past, perhaps, launching them into a volcano. Maybe. Unless...
We have no volcanoes here in Norfolk, so
I feel like
silver will
if
have
you
to do.
sufficient levels of damage can also kill them, but like it's very, very hard to do.
Oh, what
You
does
can't actually kill the
that
werewolf in Vampire Masquerade Bloodlines, but it's extremely hard to do because, you know...
If you erupt with their propaganda...
Who is they?
Big Hill, of course! Next!
It is here that I shall chronicle my experimentation with Timothy
Oh.
Leary's newfangled dream liquid. Here I go. Ah,
Oh god. Sorry. Wrong one. Here. This is the one. Yeah, here.
Oh, this one's labeled Oculus Imperium.
Hello.
that one wasn't even labeled.
I am not all there today. Barely even care for all the flies trying to nuzzle my scalp. We're preparing the last dig site in the village. I don't really know why. I mean, we've captured a werewolf. I don't get to see it, though. Father has sequestered it and now insists we are to continue our dig. What is the point? We have a werewolf. Why are we tearing this village apart? I suppose I could, By Jove! If I could just use the...
Because he's an imperialist fuckhead.
Perhaps I can see why.
I think the entire reason this extension has nothing to do with the supernatural, and he's just using it as an excuse to do horrible shit. Oh god.
Latching onto my eye, it never gets easy, I'll tell you. Now, it's quite late, so I will have to sneak out. Here I go. Where in my boy? Father, I was just,
I am happy you are awake, my son. You... walking the Oculus?
I'm sorry, I wanted to see the dig site. With the Oculus. My utmost apologies.
Listen, my son. This trip, it has been quite an adventure, has it not?
It certainly has, Father.
I say this with no small modicum of pride. You, Wernan, you are on the threshold of manhood. You are about to become a true heir to the Fatigues legacy. You are about to change forever. But for all this to transpire, there is
Are they
a
werewolves?
final thing you must do.
What do you mean?
To share
All
the
this talk
family
of changing and...
must share in the family secret. And this is nothing you
That's the
tell
truth of how they kill werewolves.
anyone
They are werewolves.
ever. Can I have your undying oath, my son?
Of course.
That's why he's so invested in all this. He's a rogue werewolf fighting against
I was
his own
just like
kind.
you when my father sprang all this upon me. But it is important that it happen now. In fact, it is the very reason we came to this land in the first place.
Yeah.
What?
Meet us by the dig site in an hour. Me and your uncles. And do not tarry, my beloved son. I am so happy to have you as mine. Thank you, Father. See you soon. Oh, this is exciting! God, please.
We're none.
Am I to jump at everything tonight? What is it?
That strange eye of yours.
Yes?
What did it see?
I saw wolf in my father.
Yes.
Did you know?
It is why I am here. Your father took my daughter.
There we fucking go. We're outright saying it.
Go where they are. I will follow.
This.
The entire reason they got the guide was because they kidnapped and murdered her daughter.
What a fool to allow all this to be recorded.
Sure bloody is. Next record. The family secret.
They're werewolves. But not Garu. They're probably of the other thing. The enemy of Gaia and all that. Whatever it is. It must have been a very portable recorder.
Have you ever wondered about your lineage? What do you mean? Have you ever
They're going to use it to turn him into one.
Men of the United Kingdom could ever best such ferocious beasts of hell as that you see before you? No mere man could. These creatures are warriors of Satan herself, cursed with the strength and intent to murder 1,000 men and live. And so, Werner, what could a mere man do against the evils that would prevent him his right? I figured you, my Lord Father, Lord Uncles, were no mere men, but blessed by God to stand against the darkness. Yes. Yes! You understand, my son? See? See my progeny and his understanding of our world. My son, let me tell you. You have set all the pieces in place by your own. There is just a single piece left that we hand to you now. The way we have been blessed, our human.
He was the werewolf. One of the, possibly him was the werewolf who killed the people who nabbed them. Has been killing them, and was the one who took one of his face's eye.
What we ask you do now. This green-clawed lycanthrope, suffering the devil's melancholia, it is an evil curse that you, in the furnace of your righteousness, must convert.
This is not something I ever thought it's even remotely a thing.
And how would I do this? Wernin, you must skin this beast.
Oh my fucking god, I literally said it. It's literally that one legend. I didn't know that was actually a thing in Overworld Darkness. Holy shit.
Would you prepare the brew? Yes, can I? Of course. Uncles, what are you doing to it? From kidney or spleen, the melancholic humor black bile shall in its plenty be extracted, for it is the source of the condition. Fat of lamb and blessed water will drive the devil from the blend. You must drink under the light of this full moon. As you
I have a feeling
wear
he's not
the
gonna say
skin of
no.
the beast and recite the prayers you know from childhood. And so, my son, you will claim this creature's moon. The devil will be exorcised as another wolf of God is born. The powers of deep lycanthropy, cleansed by the blood of Christ, and injected into his fiercest warriors, so we may continue his war against the devil! I have a question. Of course, my child. It is only natural. Was it you who saved us from the insurrectionists? Oh, a smart boy if there ever was.
And it was him who tore out his friend's eye.
Father, even in his war form? Why?
He won't take it.
Did you rip Pascal's eye out? Pascal? Oh, don't pity him. I gave him a gift. He survived an encounter with the most ferocious beast in the world. That, too, will become his legacy. This feat will bolster him and his lineage's resolve for generations to come. Did you kill the tribe's elder council? What? What is with these questions? They died as they lived. Against God. Did you steal Mrs. Mark's child? Oh, well, did you steal all those children? Sin to misspend empathy as you do. The children had to be relocated to motivate their dullard authorities to let through our expedition without issue.
Yep, it is exactly the shit. It is exactly this shit. Exactly the type of thing people were doing once mundane.
Devilry is all that matters.
And still are to some degree, yes.
Inherited the earth from our forebearers, and embracing their legacy, we take back the night. And you too will take on this legacy. I can't. What? I said I can't! What? Are you defying me? I thought we came here to save this land from monsters, not become ones ourselves! My word! How dare you! I did not understand, but now I do. This! What? This is no legacy worth upholding! You insolent, godless little... What? Insurrectionists!
Probably the only reason he wasn't killed was because of the...
Mrs. Mark!
Because of the people.
This is... I don't even...
I understand why Fatigue left this behind.
We've got 2 records left here. This one, Sins of the Father.
And apparently, even with that stolen power, it still wasn't enough to properly beat the proper one without one of them dying.
Well done. Fatigue.
Mrs. Mark, I'm sorry. I didn't mean
Mark
to...
is not my name. Stop calling me this.
Marcupo?
Neither is Marcupo. My real name is Waida.
Where are we?
We are in a church.
Are you not insurrectionists?
We are. house is to fight the supernatural abominations that would invade our land. Such as your family.
Yeah.
What
They were the very ones they were
happened
before.
to them? How did you survive?
Our wits.
Hmm.
The pit they dug served as a perfect trap hole. We managed to unleash the green-nailed one. Its vengeance was fierce.
And they were proven right then. The monsters that came into these lands really were,
Silver.
stealing their children. Really
What
were,
your
yeah.
light guards brought. Ironic. To claim to be a wolf
I
of
assume that
God,
they might have just been wrong
yet
based
still
on,
be killed by God's silver.
well, they weren't exactly practicing the local religion themselves, so.
You kill me next?
You have committed grave sins against the Philippines and their people. The reason you invaded, the reason you disturbed the mountain, the reason you killed so many, the reason you took our children,
No,
was to
that's
turn you into yet another monster.
that's why his family
You
did,
were their legacy.
and he stood against it.
I never wanted to be. I wanted to learn. I wanted to help. I wanted an adventure.
Of course, sir. And your childish wants cost us greatly.
I mean, that would have happened whether or not he wanted it.
But that is just it. You are a child. And children are all our future. And much as they stole our future from us, we shall steal theirs in turn.
What of your child?
We found her. She is alive.
Thank God.
The rest we found have been returned to their family. Those left without family, we have taken in. But all these children, their legacy too is set. My daughter will never know a normal life, as much as I wished it for her. And neither will you.
Alright, that was never gonna be.
Ever cleaned the bathroom floor, sir?
One tile at a time.
Have you?
I haven't. I haven't.
You'll be down on your hands and knees, scrubbing, scraping, and scrubbing every corner, every gap, every tile until the very skin on your fingers comes off. Comes off like the filth and sins of your forefathers.
How? How can I ever possibly make up for such things?
It was something he was
Same
taught.
way you'll clean that bathroom floor.
One tile at a time. And we know he was successful.
Thank you. Thank you.
Take our new son away.
I mean, I will say this if there are, like, outside the adventure part, most of that stuff was fairly, you know, innocent and not something you can blame him for. Wanting to help. It's not his fault the people teaching him how to help were, in fact, the monsters.
There was hope.
To learn.
There must
And all that.
always be hope. There is a single record left. Legacy. In case there is anything else we can learn.
Oh. I mean, I think he's apologizing for his family and everything, but I don't understand why he had to apologize to Arcanum before.
Penis. Oh, good times. Now, with that bit of levity out of the way, Arkham, my lad, this is all likely a lot to take in. I indeed became part of the Nails of Christ Hunter organization after all this was concluded. Your granddad
He was a
rescued,
rival.
returned to the Arcanum College, colony by a lance of Leopoldites sent by his brother. The Leopoldites were obliged to save him, as you know. Odd.
I keep forgetting Arkham is related to the rest of that family.
He would have died if it weren't for that bloody contract. The Treaty of Liège had Pascal well covered. As the only other survivor, Pascal, of course, thought I, too, was dead. As serendipity would have it, I had managed to finish my tenure with the Nails of Christ after 20 years. Mere months before the Japanese invaded the Philippines that year.
Oof.
For 2 months, I agonized over my return to England, only to find Yarmouth torn apart in the Blitz. I was surprised.
Had a fucking time to come back.
House, but also Pascal, still standing there. He was shocked, to say the least. Yet still, he welcomed me back to England, to the great Yarmouth chapter house, with open arms. By then,
Okay, that's it. Yeah, his father was the one who stole
questions on behalf of our long-standing friendship. And from there, I used the accursed knowledge my family had wrought. I tried to put it to better use in our little chapter house's halls. Let me say this though, lad. Welcome. What you have tried to turn the chapter house into, it is a small revolution unto itself.
So Occam's a little revolutionary himself.
Respect goes to you for your attempts to improve upon the legacy left to you by your granddad. But even so, I've had to look out for my own legacy. Occam, I have embezzled and moved Arcanum funds, data,
Oh my god.
artifacts without your knowledge. I have used
Okay, that's what he really has to apologize for.
into the hands of decentralized hunter organizations.
That's the explanation for why he would do that.
I have been doing so for the last 50 years.
What?
I do not ask for your forgiveness. I regret nothing. This has been my penance. Those children my father orphaned, I made sure to give them as much as I could give. A few are still alive, and in the years since, I have been glad to know them as my real family. Wida became the only real mother I ever had, and her legacy is what I have snuck into the venal halls of the Arcanum. A noble heritage that made me who I am, and one I presumptively suspect has passed on to you as well, even if you haven't quite known it. And I know
Okay, I really like this. This is really fucking good.
I think you would be the only one to not reject this legacy, even after learning this new Fatigue family secret. I do love Remold. I believe there is good in him, but his inheritance is a haunting shadow of what was once my own. And I know you Blacklaws have a contract with the devil already. But I advise you now, do not continue to serve the interests of the Coalition.
The
Do
Coalition?
not give them your time nor your resources, especially insofar as it further emboldens the private interest what turns its wretched gears. Its endless pursuit of power, expansion, growth by any means necessary, it'll consume us, lad. Just as it consumes any interest for security they might claim their workers for.
The reason the Hunter data even existed.
Ghostly shadow of my father's legacy. An empty sleeve pointing at us with a long, dagger-like finger. And no, my boy, this is the sad truth, as I understand it at least. The power they wield to further this sick want for growth beyond any reason is provided for them by ancient horrors beyond reckoning. Something what deceives the hearts and souls of men, where faith and word...
You mean like that weird store fucking place he went to? Is that how that tied in? It's part of the Coalition?
There is nothing in any book you have that could truly explain the force of entropy we contend with. It is a thing even the werewolves, the grew fear and war against even now. Oh, I've seen it, lad. Stared it in the face. It's apocalyptic.
Werewolf the apocalypse.
Do not let it in. You're a good lad. I trust you'll do right by us. Goodbye, my friend.
Fatigue.
That's a lot. I might have more questions than answers, actually.
Welcome to the world of darkness.
The Coalition. I told Occam myself not to get involved. They're more trouble than they'll ever be worth.
So, does that mean Matilda was here for such a long time because the Arcanum worked with this coalition?
Yep.
Specifically because the coalition contains, like, the Gargos guys?
Ah! These modern corporations and the labyrinthine bureaucracy betray me yet again! I can't believe I have to stop eating canned food!
Why are corporations getting in on hunting supernaturals?
And, I mean, what's with
Why
that
wouldn't
stuff
they?
about ancient...
That's a profit.
And poor Marcus is now in the middle of this vile conflict! The wolves. Stupid idiots! They do wage a war for the survival of the planet's very soul. But, to polite society, they mostly look like trouble for the bottom line, see? And, well, son-in-law, as you know...
What do I know?
It is quite common for powerful vampires to put ghouls inside of stupid, awful institutions like the ones that make up the Coalition.
So so the vampires control the coalition, and for the coalition they control they cause this.
So, firms who have their stocks tanked by wolves are joining the Coalition for much of the same reason.
Yep.
Fucking hell!
Yep.
But wait. That ought to mean the aid we might get from the Coalition could be quite substantial, yeah? They could be easily manipulated. The orgs that make up the Coalition are primarily interested in hunting vampires. But when you can't even tell the difference between a humanimal-type vampire and a werewolf, any supernatural becomes fair game by necessity, yeah?
Including gnome!
Everything is a blank body to them. And if they want these freaks gone, they're gonna need to deploy the big guns.
It may well be, son-in-law. But keep what Fatigue just told you in the back of your mind. The malign spirits lingering all around us. That ancient evil that would consume us all. We would fight on its side to save Marcus.
I'm pretty sure it's a worm.
Sir,
W-Y-R-M.
Is what the werewolves war against. And this thing is in control of private corporations as large as Granddad's foodstuffs. What does that mean?
There are forces out there that seek to murder the world and her children. Bring forth an apocalypse. And surely there are many complex facets that would lend themselves to this.
The werewolves aren't the good guys, but they are not the bad. But they are fighting against the bad guys.
Put forth by reckless greed, dogmatism, environmental destruction, plasma televisions, and golf. And that's the problem, damn it! Fighting this is.
You think golf is a joke, but no, it is absolutely still part of it. Absolutely one of the biggest.
I do
in
not
that.
fuck with werewolves. But then they come along, kill someone who advocates for them, and steal my son.
What a fucking nightmare.
I mean, what the Fatigues did, though, to me, that was also very evil.
Well,
And they might not have no reason to know he was on their side.
I'd team up with bloody chronic fatigue if it meant saving Marcus.
I cannot agree.
I can't say I blame you. Not after everything we learned today.
Yeah, it's very much him going there for someone he cares about,
more
not
than the world to me. I will tear open hell if it means I get him back.
We are all poorer today. From the dogmatic to the colonial to the corporate crusade. They're like heads of a hydra. And whether indirectly or no, we all here have suffered tremendously at the calamity in its wake. We know
Yes.
blood. It is evil. But now, we have to join in another crusade. Become another head.
Can't we cut ourselves off after?
We can try.
I guess I'm not eager to team up with the forces of evil, but that doesn't mean that I won't help you guys.
A wise, kind decision, Miss Bergamot.
But fuck if these Lycans aren't the biggest idiots on the face of the planet!
That is all I hear! For every wolf who exclusively puts an end to entropy-worshipping oil barons, chicken-racing their oil takers off the coast of Madagascar, there's also that neo-pagan theocrat cleaning out a wage-slave warehouse in a town called Dinkle because they happen to work under demon-infested management. And that's what happened tonight! They failed to build their own coalitions. They failed to make distinctions. They failed to understand. And through this failure, proud wolves become thoughtless, rabid hounds. I have no qualms putting down these straggling Norfolk dogs, leashed as they are to their self-made apocalypse.
The coalition representatives are here. Meet us downstairs.
I hear you.
The coalition.
Well, it's time to bring this information to Occam then.
This is how it has to go, I think.
They'll after the meeting at
Let us
least.
go and meet our allies.
Maybe cover up that wall hole, put stuff away until it's time. Goddamn. That absolutely deserved to be 2 hours and 20 minutes long.
Cause the apocalypse, don't you think, Dee? Amanda, they cause the darkness. Parent.
Okay. We're getting them talking about stuff.
I think.
Unfortunately, there's never been no real big cool werewolf game like there was Vampire.
Yeah. Looks like we're a bunch of real hunters the parenting, huh? Living in a world of darkness. Guess we better hunt these werewolves before they cause the apocalypse, don't you think, Dee? Amanda, I'm sick of these vampires and their The Masquerade. You know, in a way,
just trying to get them to give my names.
Form a sort of some kind of suicide squad before they go out, right?
God, all that was great. First of all, I honestly didn't really have any connection to the character of Pettigrew before this, but now I fucking love the guy. He is amazing and I love him. He wasn't just the lovable, kindly old man. He's the guy who went through some shit and was shaped into that. And now we know, And we got to be there with him as he went through it. Oh my god, someone fucking pointed out his dad was wearing two monocles. Not glasses, two monocles. And someone else pointed out Marcus is going to fucking implode once he learns how much, and they got to know within a day of learning that vampires are real. So, to be fair, I actually think this is the type of thing he would have significantly less issues sharing with Marcus than the vampires. I don't think he's worried about Marcus making deals with the worm and shit compared to other stuff that he's fucked with, just because that just seems unlikely, all things considered. Oh, shit. So, someone pointed out that the Chiefs were made by the one company. It's basically artificially baned, some sort of term there, spread around, garbage spread around by Pentex. And the light gets so much louder, noticing the flies were also a big thing in the past when dealing with werewolves and their enemies. Ironically enough, brought them in, gave that information, and gave them a way to fight the werewolves and the knowledge of who to turn to, no matter how awful, to do it. But yeah, that basically does sum up what I know of werewolves now, that I've been fully reminded of it. It's been forever since I've seen people talk about this stuff and so on, and so, and again, the vampire was just so much more omnipresent. It stuck more. But yeah, werewolves being their own greatest enemies. That people pointing that out now more. Like, I think more people focused on the werewolves not being as much that, but there was definitely an element of that whenever I saw people talking about the big lore bits. Or maybe he wouldn't have actually scratched that. Because Konike, Betihu's father, is exactly the type of person Farkas wouldn't want to be. Again, someone else pointed it out, and suddenly it clicked. But ironically, he wouldn't have worried about that going in because he didn't know that was a thing. But that's exactly the type of shit he's worried about. Marcus doing that, I'm built different so I can do this without problem. But it also, shows, honestly, Ken's not that different from that himself. If you offered him to undergo that process so he could try to save Marcus with it, he'd do it in a heartbeat. It's just so fascinating here. And people are already pointing out there might actually be more stuff reinforcing the mummy thing than we thought. Him having specific info, apparently hanging out with werecats in a less violent way is fine if you're a mummy. I don't fucking know what to say there, but oh my fucking god, someone else had this one where they point out that is this what they used for doing before video games in regard to Pascal making Pettigrew drink his, a glass of his piss. Apparently someone just literally talked about, that being a story their dad said about their childhood, so yeah, that's exactly what people do. Oh my god, that's fucking... And Pascal did it again on one record. He gave him something Dream Liquid. I hadn't even realized that was Pascal doing it again. Oh my fucking god. Hey, yeah. What the fuck was that Togo thing? Why the fuck was there? Why did it go away? Apparently that was just some fucking fake shit. The same reason they went for the Desperado because of the horrible monster things, spirit things, is the same reason a Fae was pulled in by them suddenly desperately calling for help. But at the same time, because it's not really anchored here, telling it to go the fuck away, and it did. God, that was such a fucking out of nowhere fucking moment. Mind you, it is very much a weird, goofy moment in itself, and I think it's some sort of joke. But the fact there's actual lore explanation for this type of thing being a thing, and that makes sense with what was going on in the episode, is fucking batshit. Oh my fucking god. And the Wolves of God thing. When someone else pointed out, I really should have. I mean, I did internally. I just still so caught up in the story. Basically, there was a guy who accused of werewolf, legally accused of being a werewolf. That was a thing, and he was like, "Yes, I'm a werewolf, but I'm a werewolf of God." And that was his big thing that he literally testified under that, and I believe got out of it because, faith and all that stuff. And I believe some of that was used to inspire a movie about spirit wolves. Basically do exactly the type of thing he was talking about. God, To-Go is fucking whacked out, though. Seriously, what the fuck? The rest of the episode was so good and so long, I completely forgot that even happened, to be honest with you. He just came out of fucking nowhere. Ugh. God, that's good shit. I've been wanting to do not Hunter, but Vampire the Masquerade stuff for a while. Now I kind of want to do a werewolf game too. Like, it sounds interesting to play. Just need. I suppose I just need to get together and make a group thing outside of my normal stuff, because like I do D&D. I actually play D&D a little group, and it's mostly what we focus on. But problem is, I would be pushing that, and God knows I don't. I'm absolutely not the type of person who could run a game system as the first time. I have to play it with someone else. But The internet exists. I'm sure I could find a community if I want to. Have to find the time, but I'll ask around if anyone I know knows anyone doing something like that, actually. Anyways. God, that was good shit. All of that was fascinating shit. Either stuff I knew or stuff I didn't quite have an idea for, but it's fucking great. Just fascinating shit. But, yeah, fuck. That was fantastic, as always. Now, moving on from this series, it's probably going to be a bit before I come back. If anything new comes out anytime soon. Because the next time I have some space to do it, which might be sooner than I would originally think, I'm going to record a reaction to the Marble Hornet stuff. Then I'm going to... the new Marble Hornets stuff that came out, like I talked about. Probably squeeze in something else. But I think Fallout Season 2 is coming out sometime either this year or next. That's going to be squeezed in, so too. But... And yeah, as a writer, I've actually recorded and finished all of my reactions for Fallout Season 1. I just don't have them outright posted yet. Partly because I'm still going through the stuff for Invincible. Partly because I wanted to get some of these up during this time of year. During Halloween. Because it felt like appropriate that some of these get squeezed in there. And partly because I do want some of them to at least be up when I'm starting Fallout 4, which I haven't started yet. A little bit of a break period because of a couple little wiggly things, but the next thing I'm going to be doing is tying into stuff I'm talking about. My Invincible reaction. I'm doing the Adam Eve game. I don't know if I'm going to do more than a single stream. I don't know if I'll like it. I don't even know if it's going to be very long. If I don't, I will probably immediately pivot within a day or two to Ocarina of Time Master Quest. I haven't played that game in years, and I want to try Master Quest. But either or. HighPriest signing out. And I will see you all next time.